In a world of endless information and filtered online reality, how do we know what voices to trust? Epistemic bubbles are when you simply don't hear others' voices. It could be on purpose or on accident. In an epistemic bubble, you only really hear voices if they are inside your bubble. Unlike bubbles, in epistemic echo chambers, you can hear other voices, but these voices are purposely excluded, ignored, and deemed untrustworthy. Only voices in the chamber are trusted, while those outside are discredited. To put it simply, epistemic bubbles are more about not being exposed to outside ideas, while echo chambers are more about not trusting outside ideas. According to Nguyen, epistemic bubbles are rather ramshackle. They go up easily and they collapse easily too. Echo chambers provide structural integrity, resilience, and active responses to outside attacks. According to Nguyen, getting out of an epistemic bubble is a lot easier than getting out of an echo chamber. Exposure to new ideas can easily pop the bubble. Getting out of an echo chamber is much more complicated since new ideas are not trusted and are often discredited. A remote tribe growing up away from society could be in an epistemic bubble because they may not know of the internet, cars, or various religions exist outside of their own tribe. They lack exposure to the world. The Amish in America have exposure to the internet, cars, and various religions, but they choose not to trust joining the world of electricity and vehicles because they do not trust their merit will outweigh their harm to the community. Nguyen says an echo chamber doesn't destroy their members' interests in the truth. It merely manipulates whom they trust and changes whom they accept as trustworthy sources and intuitions. Nguyen believes the root cause of echo chambers being hard to escape is their ability to discount outside voices. Nguyen mentions Rene Descartes' infamous method, now called a social epistemic reboot. The reboot is when someone in an echo chamber resets their cognitive life by starting from scratch. He says a person would have to become a social newborn, openly trusting outside sources rather than only those inside of their echo chamber of birth. Escaping the chamber may require a profound deep cleanse of one's entire belief system. Nguyen adds that an epistemic social reboot relies on the intervention and goodwill of someone outside of the echo chamber. This relationship outside of the chamber can prove to be trustworthy, enabling new ideas to be heard and considered. It's a fragile and long path that only gives a small hope that someone can actually escape. His concluding argument can be logically structured through hypothetical syllogism and modus tollens as follows. If someone is going to escape an echo chamber, then they must be open to listening to and trusting a voice outside of the chamber. People are more open to hearing and trusting an outside voice if goodwill has been shown and proven by the outside voice. A person outside the echo chamber has shown and proven goodwill as someone inside the chamber. Therefore, the person inside the echo chamber begins to listen and trust the goodwill of the outside voice. Therefore, the trusted outside voice can penetrate the echo chamber, opening a possible path of escape. I agree with Nguyen on how to escape an echo chamber. It requires trusting that an outside voice is worth listening to and believing. Something additional that we should consider is that echo chambers may not always be bad. Yes, some echo chambers can be very destructive, but maybe the echo chamber is the thing that's keeping a person safe. For example, why should an Amish person leave their trusted people to go reboot a new life with strangers? Nguyen connects a reboot to a childlike state of mind, but most know young children are very vulnerable, naive, and easy to take advantage of. Maybe a person who's supposedly getting you out of an echo chamber is just leading you into a new and worse chamber, one that separates them from the people who truly care for their goodwill. Furman introduced an interesting and additional idea to chambers called epistemic bunkers. Furman says, I resist the idea that staying in these structures is always indicative of epistemic vice, and instead argue that by doing so can sometimes be quite understandable, given the hostile environments in which many of us find ourselves. The world outside of the bunker can be a frightening place. Sometimes that fear is warranted. Epistemic bunkers can provide a sense of ease, away from the fear and anger experienced in hostile epistemic environments. This helps us to understand why people put the effort into constructing them in the first place. Echo chambers can be a place of safety and goodwill, so most people don't want to leave and will not trust outside voices, especially if there is possible danger on the outside. In reality, Most people probably do not want to escape an echo chamber because of the long, fragile path of building goodwill with outside relationships. Most people likely escape echo chambers because the chamber itself now feels untrustworthy or harmful. It is no longer a bunker of safety, but the chamber itself has become a war zone to the one trapped inside. My argument in modus ponens is if an echo chamber has proven to be unsafe and untrustworthy, then a person inside it is more likely to trust the goodwill of an outside voice. An echo chamber has proven to be unsafe and untrustworthy to a person inside it. Therefore, a person trusts the goodwill of an outside voice and escapes the echo chamber. Another philosopher, David Cody, disagrees with Nguyen. He says that we should stop talking about epistemic chambers and filter bubbles because not only are we all in echo chambers, but we are all in many echo chambers, some of which reliably lead us to truths, some of which are much less reliable, some of which are harmful, and some of which are beneficial. He later argues that not only is the language of filter bubbles and echo chambers unnecessary, it is, as it is currently employed, extremely harmful. Cody combats the idea that all echo chambers are bad. He thinks talking about escaping the echo chamber can actually lead to more harm than good. I agree that not all echo chambers are bad or require an escape for someone to be healthy and happy. However, I disagree with Cody that we should stop talking about escaping echo chambers, as if the discussion itself is causing extreme harm. If some people are trapped in a harmful echo chamber, it is a good thing for us to discuss and consider how to escape for our own health, safety, and integrity. Maybe the real question we should ask ourselves isn't how to escape an echo chamber. The real question is, are the people and ideas in the chamber full of goodwill towards us and worthy of our trust?